All right, so what I'm going to cover with you right now is the expense analysis and how to present the price of the product. I found early in the stage of their rainbow business is when you present the price, some people are not confident. So my advice to everybody, you need to be confident and you need to believe that this thing is worth 3 to 4 times that what you're asking. And this is exactly how I do it. So I'm going to go ahead, Reginald, explain to you about the expense analysis we have here. Basically what our product is designed to do is to do 5 things. It's designed to replace a certified air cleaner. It's designed to replace a cleaning system. You never have to shampoo your carpet because we have a tool called the mini jet that shampoo the upholstery and the carpet. You never have to buy mops or brooms, and you never have to buy Febreze plugins, aerosols. So section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I want to do a little bit in expenses, how much people spend anyway, okay? So I'll do that very quickly. I'm just going to take a sheet like this, and hopefully you can help me out with this, okay? Now, certified air cleaners, they are expensive air cleaners, okay? Especially if they are certified. Certified, I mean they're tested, they're designed to do the job. Anytime you invest in a certified air cleaner, you're not paying less than $3,000. Now, especially some of the one that you have on your furnace with the electrostatus and the UV light, they could go $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. But let's pretend that you already have invested in a certified air cleaner. Just to maintain the certified air cleaner, you gotta buy filters. Average filters, all right, they could cost you about $100, $150. 3 filters a year, you're talking about $500 a year just on filters. $500 years, in 10 years it's $5,000 on filters. In 15 years it's $7,500 on filters. Where our product, the cost of the filter is next to none, which is 0. So Reginald, in that scenario, let's suppose you already invested in a certified air cleaner. How much would you spend on filters per year, would you say? $200, $300? Is that fair?
That's fair.
That's fair, very good. So what I want to do is I just want to put $200 because you do want to have a clean air. Now, quality vacuum system like the TriStar, it's $3,198. Filter Queen, it's $3,000. Now, these are quality. They do last 25, 30 years. Kirby, it's also $3,000. When it comes down to the Dyson, you're talking about $800. But it would not last 25 years. So when you multiply that 3 to 4 times, it average out in about 15 years, they do cost about $3,000. So if we just do the math, average system, people spend on cleaning system about $200-$300. In your scenario, is it safe to say a couple $100 a year?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So I'm just going to put a couple $100 a year. Now, carpet shampooing, upholstery cleaning, and car detailing, very easily, people could spend between $50 all the way to $300 a year. In your scenario, what would you say would be fair?
About $50.
$50, fantastic. So I'm just going to put 50 here. Swiffer, Wedget, broom, average people spend about $20 to $40 a month on broom and Swiffer and Wedget and all of that stuff. In your scenario, the average spend $20, $30. What do you spend, Reginald?
I'd say about $30.
$30? You know, I want to be here very conservative. I'm just going to write 20. Am I being fair?
Absolutely.
Beautiful. How about it comes down to Febreze, plugins, aerosol? Also, average people spend about $20 to $40 a month.
About 20.
20? Fantastic. Yeah. Now, 20 a month. Obviously, there's 12 months in a year. We know that comes out to $240. 20 times 12, that also come out to $240. So now when I do the math, between $240 and $240, we're up to $480, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another $400, we're up to $880. Add 50 on that, we're $930, I believe.
That's right.
Okay. So if we continue the same way we're going right now, either way, we're going to spend $930. Make sense?
That's right.
Now, if I want to spend $930 a year, I definitely don't want to live with the dust, the dirt, and that condition. Would you agree with me, Reginald?
I agree.
Beautiful. So what I want to do is I want to do a quick math here, Reginald. And I'm going to tell you that in life we have a choice, okay? I'm going to put here choice A, and I'm going to put next to it choice B. Make sense?
Yep.
Do you agree in life we have choices?
Excellent.
There's always some good choices and there's bad choices. All right. So let's go with choice A. We're going to spend $930 a year. Would you agree with me?
That's right.
Now, we're using a dry method system that's leaving that stuff behind. Now, in 15 years, are we going to stop cleaning?
No way.
We still got to continue cleaning.
That's right.
Now let's hope there's no inflation. Let's hope the prices on these things don't go up. In 15 years, if we do the same thing, I'm just going to multiply it here by 15, okay? Luckily, I have a calculator. All right, we all have that on our phone. So I'm going to go 930, okay? 930 multiplied by 15. So this, in 15 years, we're going to spend $13,900. And that is in 15 years. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So yearly, we're spending $930. In 15 years, we'll spend $13,900. Now, Reginald, I have very good news for you. Not just good news, I have very good news for you. Our product, it's not $13,900. It's not $10,000. It's not even $7,000 or $5,000. The entire system, it is only $35.97 for the last cleaning system that you ever need to invest in. $35.97, it is much better than $13,900 in 15 years. This is $35.97 for life because of our lifetime guarantee, okay? Now you would agree with me, $35.97 is better than $13,000, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. Now, Reginald, there's 3 reasons why you should take advantage of the offer today. I'm going to explain that. Reason number 1 is you help me to qualify in a contest. Now, I know it's a selfish reason, but I do want to let you know I'm working really hard for a certain contest that we have on a weekly basis. So hopefully, if you like me, you'll encourage me. Number 2 is I get the credit today. Now, Reginald, this is very important for me to explain that to you. If you go ahead with it today, I get the credit. If you go ahead tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, the company gets the credit. Now, Reginald, I hope I've done a good job that if you're considering to go ahead with it, I hope you get it from me instead of the company. Because after all, I'm the one who showed you the product. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now, I understand reason number 3, for you to get it from me, I got to do something special. I got to give you a good saving. Well, I'm not just going to give you a good saving, Reginald. I'm going to give you a huge saving because I really, Reginald, want to encourage you to get it from me instead of the company. So do you have your seatbelt on?
Let's go.
Because I'm about to make it super special because I really, really want to encourage you to get it today than in a year from now. Because at the end, when is the best time to start saving money? Is it today or in 10 years from now?
Today.
When is the best time to start living healthy? Is it today or 10 years from now?
Absolutely today.
Okay. So let me show you how we can do that. Okay. So I'm going to take this paper right here. Okay. I'm going to go over it one by one because I really want you to understand what I'm able to do. So what I'm able to do is able to put the system on special, okay? Reginald, I'm sure you like to save money, right?
Yes.
And saving money is important for you, correct?
Yes.
And in your opinion, Reginald, the best time to start saving money, would it be today or in 10 years from now?
It's today.
Fantastic. Let me show you how we can do that, okay? Reason number 1, we're going to include this pack of oils at no cost. So the oils that I used in my presentation, simply by coming to the open house, you get it at no cost. Number 2, we're going to include a yearly 12-point inspection value at $799. Now let me explain that. Have you ever been to Mr. Lube or Oil Changer? They do a service and they charge you. Here we do an inspection every single year and it doesn't cost you a penny. Okay? This is our way of saying to encourage you to do business with me instead of the company. The third thing is we're not going to charge you for the lifetime warranty like Best Buy. They always charge you for the extended warranty. To encourage you, Reginald, to do business with me today instead of the company, the lifetime warranty is at no charge. The inspection today, the yearly inspection for life at no cost. The oils at no cost. How am I doing so far?
That's awesome.
I'm doing all this because I really want to encourage you to get it today than another day. Next, what I'm willing to do is, by you getting it from me today instead of the company, to know that there's not going to be any charge for shipping or handling because the product already in your living room. Next, by going ahead by cash, check, or credit card, we can include $500 Rainbows accessories. Now, early on, you told me you really like the power nozzle, and if you go ahead with it, that's what you want to get. So what I will let you know is by going ahead by credit card, that power nozzle would be at no cost. Next, I'm able to save you from $100 to $600 on your trade-in. So by you giving me your old system, I'm able to pay you from $100 all the way to $600. So let me explain to you how it works. Reginald, I'm the type of person who don't like to beat around the bush, okay? I want to be very straightforward with you. The less I give you, the bigger bonus I get. And the more I give you for your vacuum, okay, the less bonus I make. But I'm the type of person, I'd rather make a tiny little bit from a lot of people than make a lot from one person. So very straightforward, I'll let you know, I'm willing right away give you the maximum discount to trade in your old cleaning system. So that is $600 for you to give me your old cleaning system. So what that means, by me giving you $600, the price go down from $35.97, not to $34, not to $33 or $32 or $31, goes down all the way to $29.97. That include the shipping, that include the lifetime warranty, that include the oils and the accessories, okay? So now let's go back to the point we talked earlier on. So if we go ahead and write down the price of our product, $29.97. You with me?
Yes.
So yearly, what you're doing right now, you're spending $930, okay? So what I want to do is I want to take the $29.97 and bring it down to here. Because which one is better? To spend $13,900 or to spend $29.97? Which one makes more sense?
$29.97.
So if we look at it on the long term, would you agree with me that choice B makes more sense?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now I like to look at things also on the short term. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I take $29.97 and divide it by 12. It is only $199 a year. So I'm gonna go like this. $199 per year. So if we look at it short term, would you agree with me that choice B makes a lot of sense?
Absolutely.
And if you look at it long term, would you also agree with me that choice B makes sense?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is no matter how you look at it, it makes sense to spend less and get much more than spend much more and still live in that condition. Make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay. So now what I want to do, Reginald, is I'm going to step outside. And whatever choice you do is completely up to you. There's always a choice. Do I want to go green or do I want to continue what I'm doing right now? Do I want to spend a lot of money and live with the dust and the dirt, or do I want to save money? But whatever choice you do, I completely respect.
Okay.
I'll finish by saying this, and I learned this from my dad. He said, you know what? You live once in life, you enjoy it. As long as your money going in a good direction, that's what life is all about. Investing in your health, protecting everything you have worked hard for, there's nothing better than that, especially protecting the health of your family. But whatever choice you do, guys, and yourself, Reginald, I respect. If it's going to take food off your table, please don't do it. But if it's not going to take food off your table, why not have the rainbow cleaning system in your home? I'll be back in a few seconds. So when I come back after the few minutes that I left, I don't want to be quick to find out if the client want to invest in the product or not. I usually talk about everything else except asking them the questions. It might take 2 minutes, it might take 3 minutes, and eventually the client is going to let you know what, I am going ahead with it or I'm not. The things I talk about the neighborhood, I talk about everything else. If notice that they have a nice car, I talk about this. But I'm not quick to right away find out if they're investing in it or not. Because at that point, the client is on the fence. I like it, it makes sense, but do I like the person who showed me the product and do I trust them? So if you're quick for the question, it's not the best thing to do. So let the question or the answer to come to you instead of you asking for it. Now, two things going to happen right now. The client going to say, you know what, explain to me the warranty, how does that work? And that means that's a buying signal. That means they want to invest in it. Be cool about it. Don't be too excited that they're getting the product, and don't be too depressed if they say no. There's always a sale take place at the end. Is either you sell them the product or they sell you the objection. The secret is when you come back when you leave outside for a few minutes, is to come back and keep the smile on your face. There's always a way to help the client. And it's very simple. Find out the problem and then find a solution. So I'm going to go with the scenario that the client went ahead with it. Right now, I'm going to say fantastic, congratulations, and I'm going to welcome them to the Rainbow family. Second scenario, I'm going to go ahead where the client said to me, Joe, I cannot afford the product. I got to fix the car, the roof is leaking, the kids need braces, and they told me that they cannot. Anytime I do get an objection, the first reaction for me is, I completely understand. It's very important to truly put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand where they're coming from. Be sincere about it. Keep your smile, okay? So if clients say, Joe, I really cannot afford it, but I really like the product, that would be my next option. Did you like everything about the product? They're gonna say yes. It has nothing to do with my presentation, correct? It's only affordability. So what I did right now, I find out it's not my presentation, it's not the product, it's only affordability. And most time when you say so, I completely understand where you're coming from. So it's not the presentation, it's not the product, it's affordability. I call it the PPA. It's not the presentation, it's not the product, it's affordability. So my question then would be for the person, if it was affordable, is that something that you'd like to have in your home? The answer, what would be for you, Reginald?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So what I want to do is I want to show you how we could make it extremely affordable. I want you to look at this price here. You know, the price that to invest in our product is $29.97. Now we can't talk about the taxes because the taxes is for the government. So it's $29.97 for the last cleaning system. Now if we do the math, over 15 years, Reginald, this product is $199 a year. Now let's think about it. Are we spending more than $199 a year right now? Most scenario is yes. Now if we take also that $199 and ask you the question, if you did have the product, is that something you would use 5 days out of the year, 10 days out of the year? Or is it safe to use it every day out of the year? What would you say to that?
I'd use it every day.
Fantastic. So if I take the $199 divided by 365, I mean to invest in our product, technically, it is only 55 cents a day. It's cheaper than a chocolate bar, it's cheaper than a bottle of water or even a soft drink. 55 cents a day to protect everything you worked hard for, I say it's worth it. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I want to show you something really cool. If you look at the $29.97, and if I take my finger here and take the 2 off of the $29.97, what do you see right now?
$9.97.
Beautiful. So if it was for $9.97, would that be more interesting for you to go ahead with our product?
You're putting a smile on my face.
I am. Now, I want to explain to you about a program called the Equity Rebate Program. Have you ever heard of a type of rebate program before?
Different programs.
Yeah, there's a lot of rebate program. So what I want to do, show you today, is how we could show you how you can get this product with a $2,000 rebate. Do I have your attention on that?
Absolutely.
So the best way for me to explain it is I'm just going to take a clipboard here and I'm going to explain it to you, okay? So the number that I want to write down here is the number 20, okay? Now, you do have a cell phone, correct?
Yeah.
Would you agree with me on that cell phone? Probably there's more than 20 numbers.
Absolutely.
It can be maybe 200, right?
Yeah.
Some people have Facebook. Would you have more than 20 friends on Facebook?
Absolutely.
You know, when you got married, I'm sure you had more than 20 people at your wedding, correct?
That's right.
So what I'm trying to say is we always know people. And it's nice to share this product with them. What I'm trying to say is the program called the Equity 20. When you refer me to someone, because we believe in word of mouth advertising. We believe the best way to advertise is word of mouth advertising. And the company that we work for, they have no problem paying you or giving you some type of rebate for word of mouth advertising, okay? Now, when you refer me to 20 people, okay, there's only 2 scenarios could happen here, Reginald. Scenario 1, that they buy the product. I'm going to put a check mark for the people who invest in the product, okay? And scenario number 2 is they don't buy it. I'm just going to put an X. Make sense? Now, I want to explain to you something that's so important. Whether 20 people buy the product, okay? Let's pretend that I have 20 of these things. Or 20 people that don't buy the product. And I don't like to call it buying the product. I call it an investment because our product is an investment, right? So the scenario is when you refer me and I show the product to 20 people that do buy it or 20 people that don't buy it, the company tells you there's no problem with that, whether they all buy it or whether they all don't buy it, or whether it's a combination of both. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now the next client that say, you know what, I want to invest in the rainbow. By the way, this is a house, okay? I'm going to show you my art is not the best. The next person to say, you know what, I would like to protect my family. The next person say, I don't want to live with that dust. The next person that says, I want to live healthy. And go ahead and invest in our product, okay? So let me say it one more time. Whether 20 people invest in it or 20 people don't invest in it, the next client say, you know what, I want to go green. I want to live healthy. In that scenario, the company is going to write you a check. Do you know how much that check is going to be? $2,000.
Wow.
$2,000 rebate check is going to go back to you. Now, with that rebate check, what is the price of the system right now?
It's $2,997.
So when we take $2,000 out of $2,997, it's left at $997 and the tax. So my question for you, Reginald, if I could put you on the equity 20, and by the way, this is where the equity 20, I'll show it to you right here. Okay, the equity 20, same thing is when you invest by credit card, cash, or check, you're able to take part of the equity 20. We all know we have more than 20 people on Facebook, on our contact list and everything like that. Again, after we complete 20 demonstrations provided by you, you get $2,000 on the next sale, which is when the client keep it, you get a check for $2,000. So my question for you, Reginald, if I could put you on that Equity 20 program, would that encourage you to go ahead by credit card, check, or cash? Which one would you prefer?